surviving in the self-isolation of the current COVID-19 pandemic. There was a couple of things I wanted to discuss about the ways that we could all work to keep ourselves healthy. And the first one I thought about the most was keeping track of your regular medications and making sure you have a stock of all your regular medications. You order them in good time, so that, because occasionally recently after Brexit, or even just before Brexit, they were on short supply and things, and for some medication that's sort of only just started to iron out. So it's become very important, particularly in these times, to keep track of your own personal medication and to order it with plenty of notice, so that if you can't go and get it yourself, somebody can go and get it for you, or you can arrange some kind of delivery. There are rumours that we in the UK will be getting letters with information about a number you could ring if you need medication and essential supplies delivered, but nothing like that's happened yet, so we shall have to just wait and see. But the most important medication in terms of the COVID-19, or in terms of trying to prepare myself for any issues with COVID-19, is to keep on top of my asthma medication. I have two medications. This is a reliever, or the blue salbutamol inhaler. This you take if you become breathless. Like, I use it sometimes if I go out from warm air into cold air, or if I exert, if I'm moving myself from place to place, or if I'm pushing my chair. Now, this other medication here is called Foster, and it's one of two. Some people have a brown preventer inhaler, and other people like me have a red inhaler. This has a bit of the blue and a bit of a steroid mixed in as well. This has been a revolution to my breathing. It's never been so good. And something that was brought to my attention that I thought everybody knew about this inhaler is that it actually has a little meter on the back of the inhaler to tell you how many doses you have left, or roughly how many doses you have left. I think it's about plus or minus about 10 squirts, if I remember rightly. And my auntie, who's on the same medication, was unaware of this, so I thought that maybe other people might be unaware of it too, because the blue one doesn't have it on at all. That's got no meter at all, which I don't think is particularly good. And the brown, as far as I remember when I had that, didn't have it. But for anybody who's on Foster, it's very useful to keep an eye on the meter at the back of your inhaler, so that you know when to order it, and also to remember to take your inhaler regularly to avoid any unnecessary exacerbations, particularly at this time of increasing pressure on the NHS. So that was my basic asthma sort of inhalers done. But also, like many of you with chronic conditions and other health problems, I take regular medications as well, like in pill form or liquid. And these, it's also important to keep track of and make sure that you take them when you should, to keep yourself as healthy as possible. And because some people have the medication prepared at the pharmacy for them. But I have quite frequent changes of doses to some of my medication, so I haven't been able to do that, but I use a small box here that I got from a medical supply shop in a town local to where I live, and this, I put my medications in it for the week, and this way it tells me, it keeps them all in one place. It's quick and easy to access, and also I'm able to check whether I've remembered to take the medication at the prescribed time, and it's very useful as an aid memoir when you take a lot of things, because I found that I was forgetting tablets, or I once took a dose twice because I forgot I'd already taken it. Luckily that's only happened once and it wasn't too much of a catastrophe, but I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, this has been a very useful sort of thing to use, and you can get these online or at most pharmacies. So I would highly recommend that you use them if you are able and you would feel it helps. So I hope you're all keeping safe and well during this crisis, and I hope that you are remembering to spread a little kindness and positivity to your fellow man where possible. And I hope that you all feel valued, whoever you are, and whatever condition you have. I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.